Well, it's been a while. In the creator's realm, that is. Oh yes, time to finally start recording the next episode. Yes. Oh yes, we are going to save that guy too. I'll explain that later. Yes, and that's why, well, he won't tell us off for being fourth wall breaking from now on, but still, let's not be fourth wall breaking too much. Just because reasons, I suppose. Well, oh, anyway, when we are in that cave, well, there'll be these ghost creatures, but they only have ghost power of the unapplicable and unobtainable variety. I know, science in Salina is strange when you think about it. Lol. Heh. Oh yeah, also this is random, but when we all about to have some wine and then good old Chalmanako just randomly appears and says we don't have time, I sort of forgot why. Because of, that mission to rescue those three people, that whole thing. Oh yeah, I just forgot. I guess I'm just crazy like Spike the Coco from Slimes vs. Phantoms. Oh dear, that saying. Ah yes, I already... Well, I can tell that Kanoto is a bad influence because, I already told him not to say that saying, and, I told him that in front of you because Spike the Cloco is a real person. Oh, and speak of which, oh yeah, we might actually see him along the way. Yeehaw! I don't know why, but for some reason, this is pretty random, but for some reason, I just remembered about 3 episodes ago when I was talking about that game called Thistle Thief and I was mentioning the names of those 4 Tart Folk characters. But as for Bob Bubble, I accidentally switched around the first name and the last name and said Bubble Bob. And I think maybe the reason why I accidentally did that was because I sort of got a bit confused. I guess I must have subconsciously been thinking of this game. Yeah, this classic old arcade game where you play some kind of dinosaur creature who blows bubbles at all the enemies in order to clear the stage, and then you float down in a bubble to the next room, and the game just goes on, and it's a timeless little, fun little, classic little endless game. And because of that game, I accidentally said Bubble Bob instead of Bob Bubble. I don't know why, but for some reason, I decided to tell you all that on the way. Also, this is random, but sometimes, I don't know why, but some reason, sometimes I gotta assume that people have been living under a rock. Like when there's something that I thought was obvious and I just thought they knew all along when all along they didn't. Like, for example, people were surprised when they found out that I had Click Clock, and I was surprised that they were surprised. I mean, I thought I told them. Well, technically, I didn't exactly tell them, but I mean, uh, occasionally heavily implied that. Like when I just thought of a random clever song parody or whatnot, and then I said, well, maybe I should post that on Click Clock. Doesn't that make it obvious that I have Click Clock? Well, about time I hit the old dusty trail. I'll catch you all later. Well, how about we go now? Oh yes, good thing that I told those three guys to, before they teleport into that, like, dead-end spot, first to collect one of those power sharing tokens, one of those where, for example, if you have helium, you can, like, use your helium on others, or if you have gravity, you can use your gravity on others, one of those tokens, oh yes, and then, oh yes, in that cave, that haunted cave, there are these, like, cursed spikes that also have this ghost power and slime power, but if all of them together, well, and constantly use each other's power on each other while they're walking through the spikes, then the spikes will be safe for them to walk on. And it'd be a difficult challenge, but it's something they'll be able to do. Although now I've heard that they wouldn't be able to do that because now there's some kind of iron bar or some kind of whatnot that appeared. So, oh yeah, so then from our side there's some kind of switch or mechanism to or to remove the iron bar or wall or whatever it is. Oh yes, so the reason why us three are the ones, well, me because, oh well, actually, oh yeah, I'll explain myself last. Well, first of all, the reason why Paige is one of them is because she has paper abilities, which can involve creating a paper aeroplane that we all ride over the spikes. And then Ishii because he has ghost power, which is needed, to parachute phase down at this one point and pull, to activate another mechanism to make another wall disappear for us to proceed. And then me because I have telekinesis, which is needed to activate the mechanism that removes the wall that those three guys are trapped in. Oh yes, plus I'm the one who, the one who is sort of like running this whole scheme. I mean, well, it's a good deed, actually, a scheme of the good variety. Well, anyway, oh yes, if any of you two, oh yeah, if you two were to, randomly switch up on me and, push me into the spikes, well, don't do that because you'd need me to use my telekinesis to activate this essential mechanism. Oh, and you can't just take my power because I made some kind of supernatural will where the power would where I just keep that when I respawn at a checkpoint, or if I become like a ghost temporarily or get force teleported out of Salina, then my power would go to someone else. Yes, I'm clever like that, and it's good that I explained that logic because, something that Chuck and I have in common is we don't just easily trust people. Lol, we can all say the same about you two, but okay. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Oh yes, one more thing before we go. Oh yes, something funny and clever I realised. Oh yes, when I took that public ring phone and said it was poetic license, I was like, after all, why not? Why shouldn't I keep it? Oh yes, and then Peggy said that the FWMG already made that reference, but actually the FWMG didn't. Yes, she must have been mistaken because I must have just been imagining it. But I just play along with that, and no one noticed that I was indeed the first one to say, after all, why not? Ah, yes. I'm just so clever like that. Well, anyway, let's get going. The portal is right here. Ah, yes, the Hexa portal, as it's called. Alright, let's go then. Oh, yes, and you probably remember me also mentioning in the public little tea house that I have gravity abilities. Ah, yes, and Gary's pretty proud of that. Oh, yeah, ghost power good. Oh, no, ghost power bad. Ah, yes, that's ghostly creatures called bubble haunts like to do like a little um oh yes, like a mix of interpretations and anti-interpretations of all these people. um oh yes, and also synonymous interpretations. uh Anyway, oh yes, and I think we do um I think we mainly do, yeah, anti-interpretations, but even with anti-interpretations we're still speaking like the same voice and the same accent. um Oh yes, that's just like a thing that us bubble haunts do, just like impersonating and mainly anti-impersonating all these people. Ah yes, it's boring really. Oh yes, in case it wasn't obvious, that was an example of an anti-interpretation. Um, like saying like the opposite of what Lincoln would say, because Lincoln has that saying, which is, it's interesting really, and then I sort of said the opposite. Oh yes. Anyway, well, oh yes, I'm Lincoln, and um, I'm gonna, I'm now speaking my false accent. Oh yes, that was obviously little, I mean, another little anti-interpretation, which probably wasn't that obvious, but oh yeah, because there's that moment when he says, I'm gonna now start speaking my true accent, but the opposite of true is false. Ah yes, it's, well, it's, strange, really. Oh yes. Strange. That's sort of a synonym for interesting. So I guess that's like a little synonymous interpretation. Oh yes, it's um yeah, intriguing. It's wild, really. Oh yes. Or actually, I think us Svalbard's usually. I think like we mainly in each of our interpretations, or most of them, we mainly do all this accurate interpretation, but add a little bit of anti-interpretation to it. Too. Well, I don't really know because, well, I'm not really an expert. Um, oh, well, actually, as a bubble haunt, actually, I am an expert. I know exactly our way, but just for the sake of interpreting, Helen and a good old um, tea and scones culture, modesty, and humbleness. Uh, let's just say I'm not really an expert. Uh, um, well, anyone fancy a cup of coffee? Oh yes, I think that was a synonymous interpretation because it's not like coffee and tea are opposites or anything, but Helen usually says, um, anyone fancy a cup of tea? Or technically, she's only said that once in this episode. I mean, TV show, but that's beside the point. Oh yes. Oh, what else to say? Well, um, I don't have helium abilities. I don't really know what helium power is. Oh, yes. Yeah. Welcome to the Neon Ninja North. I do know why, but for some reason I'm not telling y'all why. Something seems not quite right in this rural snowy area. Lol, that was kind of creepy, but okay. Well, duh, obviously. It's a haunted house, what do you expect? Lol, technically this is more of a cave than a house, but okay. Well, yes, that's almost true. Well, except, well, it would be, um, a bit more true if it wasn't totally beside the point and stuff. Lol, that didn't really sound witty, but okay. Good page. Huh. Oh, but also, uh, well, if you're in a haunted cave and you say that was kind of creepy, uh, well, you can't be the one to speak because, um, won't you? Oh yes, considering that horror games are in third person and third person video games um, means there's no player character, and in games with no player character, main character usually means main antagonist. Weren't you main and the main character in some kind of um, horror game? I mean, a horror game of like like humorous and comical and light-hearted variety, but a horror game nonetheless. Nah, just a side character. Good page. Heh. Oh yeah, ghost power good. 3 of us in the biz. I don't know why, but for some reason, another thing I just realized is that Neo and Neon are both words that will work there with that sentence that I said. And then, like Neon starts, ends with an N. Sure, it also starts with an N, but that's beside the point. Neon ends with an N, and then Ninja starts with an N, and then Ninja is followed by the word neon, so it's probably confusing and um, hard to hear whether I was saying Neo or Neon. But just for the record, I said neon, even though either word would work. Well, anyway, I think it's about time I caress the new polished trail. Hi, I'm Gary. That's pretty obvious because I've got a name tag on. Technically, um, oh yeah, technically I'm a Bubble Haunt impersonating Gary, and therefore I don't actually have a name tag, but that's beside the point. Oh yeah, I'm Gary, and well, I'm just gonna give you my gift of ghost power, and um, oh hey, why do you keep trying to refuse my gift? Come on, well, I just have to give you my gift the old-fashioned way, and oh yeah, I don't know what gravity is, by the way. And oh wait, Nemesis Lincoln. He's like me arch nemesis. Well, I'm glad I didn't give him me power then. Greetings. What is up, brother? My name is Knot X. Well, I just realized that as a Cloco, we have some kind of logo for a superpower on this hexagon. Or you can call it a hex. Ah, yes, and then hex rhymes with X. Ah, yes, because my name is Knotex. And by the way, I just realized that I'm the only character impersonated so far whose name is actually changed by the Bubble Haunt impersonating me. Oh yes, oh yes, and it's sort of clever because yes, cannot X because instead of cannot O because O and X are opposites, just like noughts and crosses. Well, I will now go and continue running the Knotex underground restaurant. Ruffle, that was kind of clever. Hey, I'm Peggy's enemy. I wonder if I'd ever consider getting superpower based on paper. Nah, that's lame. Lol, that was a whole anti-interpretation, but okay. Ruffle, that was kind of obvious, but alright. Yeah, that's cool. A pretty good anti-interpretation of me, and then like a synonymous interpretation of me at the end. Oh yeah, because ruffle is a synonym for lol, and then alright is a synonym for okay. Huh. Well. Because how else would I interpret? Yes, interpretate. Do an interpretation of. How else would I do an interpretation of the or impersonation, is it? Interpretation, impersonation, or what have I been saying? I guess I've been saying interpretation, but I guess impersonation makes more sense, or I guess they both make sense. Just like how Neo and Neon both make sense in the case of the Neon Ninja North, like Peggy was saying before. Well, I mean, what one of the other Bubblehorns was saying for one of the other Bubblehorns was who was impersonating Peggy. Oh yes, in case you're wondering, it's a different Bubblehorn impersonating each character. It's just that, because we're creatures, we all look the same. Oh yes, well anyway, oh yes, and we just appear in sight one at a time. Oh yes, so let's, where was I at? Oh yeah, oh yes, or somewhere. Well yes, how else to impersonate the initial main antagonist than to just accurately impersonate him exactly rather than synonymously or antonymously, because I wouldn't really know how to. Or, well, this could be something I anti-interpretate, impersonate. For example, well, we're not taking advantage of you. We're just against you. Oh yes, saying back to front one of his sayings. Ah yes, it's fascinating when you think about it. I must admit, those bubble haunts are pretty entertaining, and yes, that was pretty good, pretty accurate and stuff. Yes, bravo. Start impersonating all the characters like a divorced couple. Oh yeah, I don't really know what the opposite of bickering is, so I just decided to say something sort of creative. Yar! Well, it's bad to be here. And, well, anyway, I think last but not least, it's me, the last impersonation. Yar, well, I'm Cameron, obviously, and, well, I camouflage very well when I'm up against a white wall. But I stand out very well and don't camouflage at all when I'm in nature. Anyway, up until recently, I traded my magnetism for camouflage abilities, and I am a navy. Oh yes, because I think navy is the opposite of a pirate. But even when we do our anti-interpretations of the characters, we still have the same voice and accent of those characters, so that's probably a bit confusing, but that's what makes things humorous. Oh yes, somebody said, it's bad to be here. Well, obviously that was an anti-interpretation, because of course Cameron would say, it's good to be here. Well, anyway, I think that was a last interpretation, because as for Jerry, Jared, and Gerald, they haven't actually appeared, haven't actually been seen yet on the show. And as for the FWMG, well, he's a different sort of character, some kind of awful, mysterious ghost, which is what WMG stands for, who could just appear randomly out of nowhere. And then it'd be extra fourth wall breaking in a way. And that'd be cool, but how about this as the last impersonation for now? Yar! Whoa, we're falling. That wasn't me. Oh yeah, it must have been the trick of the ghosts. Oh yeah, doing that sabotage to flip the paper plane upside down. Of course it was. Must have been. Because reasons, yes. Yeehaw! I've managed to save you both. I don't know why, but for some reason, my superpower was able to work from all the way over here. Luckily, you were just cruising ahead, because if you were speeding ahead, then you'd be too far away for my superpower to work. That was either a good strategy or you just got lucky. I'd say that it was a good strategy and it was pure skill just because reasons. Yes, that's right, it's the real Peggy talking this time. In case you're wondering how you can hear my voice from all the way from the start of the cave, well, that's because, well, partly because the cave is sort of echoey, but also partly with a magic microphone spawned. Oh, and in case you're wondering, also a checkpoint spawned. And, well, that probably would have been good to wait a bit longer for that checkpoint to spawn so we could all activate that checkpoint before you started your journey. But I guess you're all risking it. Well, it's good to save you both from falling off with the clothesline peg and the tent peg. I don't know why, but for some reason I never would have thought my superpower would have came in handy outside of work. Well, it's about time now I'll let you get back to it. Once, well, I guess the ghosts in that cave did a sabotage to make that plane go upside down, and now you're currently standing still so as to not go backwards. And then once that sabotage duration ends, then you'll flip back the right way up again, and then you'll just go on forward. Well, I'll see you all around in town. Oh, by the way, this is random, but I literally just find out that in a fictional world named Earth, in the fictional country named Poland, there's a fictional city named Chelm. Oh yes, a fictional city named after me. It's fascinating, really. And oh yes, and it's oh yes, I'm not joking this time because oh yeah, but I was joking a few episodes ago when I said that the room 6 3/4 thing was quite original. When I say quote unquote quite original, really, was of course the room 6 3/4 thing. That was of course intentionally a reference to that book and movie series about wizards. But yeah, I genuinely just found out, yeah, that there's on a fictional world named Earth, there's a city named after me. That's pretty cool when you think about it. Lol, that was random, but okay. Exactly, that's what I said. I literally said, this was random but at the start of my sentence. Oh yeah, I forgot. I guess I'm just crazy like Spike the Cloco from Slimes vs. Phantoms. Oh dear, you said that a second time. Um, even though, oh yes, seems like you and Kanoto seem to have, uh, the same sayings. Yeah, and we have a similar personality and similar sort of mannerism and stuff. Oh yeah, I think that's basically what Gary said, except that Gary didn't think of the word mannerism because he isn't sophisticated. Lol. Good page. And true. And oh yes, and Gary's whole yin and yang symbol concept is a bit baloney, really. Oh yes, it's like hmm, um oh yes, like saying that he's he's saying that he's mainly sophisticated and mainly bogan, but a bit sophisticated. I'm mainly sophisticated, but a bit bogan. But oh, but that's baloney. I'm not bogan at all. Lol. Technically, it's a bit bogan to say the word baloney, but okay. Oh, that was called making a point, or well, I guess not every concept is a, a named concept. Oh, by the way, oh yes, a bit. Oh yes, it's interesting how I said talking about the city named after me, and they said it's interesting, really. Oh yes, I think that's something that Lincoln says. Oh yes, I'm sort of similar to Lincoln in a way. Um, yeah, and it's interesting, really. I'm quite similar to Lincoln, except that I'm more villain-like, and he's more tea and scones culture. You can quote me on that if you like. This big cave is like its own little hamlet. Oh yes, and it used to not be full of cursed spikes. Oh yes, it used to not have spikes at all. Um, oh yes, it's a long story. Do you ever wonder what happens if you have this superpower, like ghost power for example, but then you took the same superpower from someone else, like for example you had ghost power and then you took ghost power from someone else? Well, actually, I know the answer. It's quite simple, really. You then just have 2 units of ghost power. And yes, when the FWMG had 4 units of ghost power, he was able to. Um, oh, yes, he was able to just like fly around like an actual ghost and not just parachute phase downwards. Oh, yes, it's just that the FWMG has been pretending to be like a random Cloco with just 1 unit of ghost power. But plot twist, both 1 and 4 are both incorrect answers if the um, quiz question was how many units of ghost power the FWMG has. Well, um, how many units of ghost power does the FWMG have? How about you both take a guess? 5, 3. Good guess, but the answer is, drumroll please, -4. Lol, that's confusing even for someone smart like me. Well, you know how, say if you have spike power, for example, if there's like a few individual, if there's like a random loose spike on the ground or a few individual spikes, you can like use the spike power to remove the spike or remove a few spikes, and then you'll still have that power. But then if there's a big field of spikes, covered, oh yes, if there's a big field of spikes summoned by someone else, then well, you would need to apply your spike power to to remove those spikes. Though once you quote unquote apply a superpower, then well, there's about a cooldown of a few minutes in which you can't use that power at all. Then after that short that long short cooldown, you are then still able to just use that power normally, but just are no longer able to apply that superpower. Like, it becomes applicable, and then sometimes, well, after about a few days, that superpower will automatically leave you, and then sort of manifest into like a creature in the queue to spawn. And then once that superpower of the unapplicable variety is then manifested into a creature, then that superpower also becomes unobtainable as well. That does make a lot of sense when you think about it, because, you know, for example, well, those bubble haunts we saw, well, of course, a bubble haunt is basically a ghost, some kind of ghost, and then, like, well, a Cloaco being without ghost power is, well, just, or like, a Cloaco being with ghost power who has the ghost power removed is just, well, a Cloaco being without any kind of superpower. But, well, a ghost without ghost power, like a ghost with ghost power removed, like a ghost without ghost power is, well, nothing, you know. So I guess that sort of makes sense why the superpower also becomes unobtainable. And yes, I do wonder, perhaps if that creature then gets another superpower, if that unobtainable superpower then becomes obtainable. But yeah, yes, that would be an interesting theory / myth / hypothesis to look into. Oh yes, but yeah, my explanation before about how a ghost without ghost power, for example, is literally nothing like, well, I will now start a new sentence. That is why it is physically and chemically impossible to obtain a superpower of the unobtainable variety. You can quote me on that if you like. Yes, I actually talked without jittering for a while there. You know, it's natural behavior for us cloakers to jitter when we talk. Yes, and carrying onwards. Yes, now again talking without jittering. Where was I? Yeah, so as for the few-minute cooldown, well, it could be 2 minutes or it could be 2 hours. There's like a bit of a time range. There's not an exact amount of time, and then same with the few days of keeping the unapplicable superpower until it leaves you and manifests into a creature. Again, it's like a bit of a broad kind of range. It could be 2 days or it could be 2 weeks. At the end of the day, the time, it's sort of a random kind of range. A random in the range. Yes, it is not rocket science. It is just normal science. You can quote me on that if you like. Oh dear, now I also have to explain those ghostly floater pokes. Well, as you would both probably know, floater pokes are, well, dotter pokes who can fly and are red with white lines instead of red with white dots. Oh yes, and then if, well, a dotter poke or a floater poke were to go ghostly, then the red and the white would swap around, and then, oh yes, and yes, dotter pokes and floater pokes are both um, spike creatures who have spike power of the unapplicable, unobtainable variety, um, and oh yeah, just like with the bubble haunts who have ghost power, I'll explain how those came to be. Yes, but those but oh yeah, if you're wondering how they also had ghost power as well, um, well, it's simple really. Those uh, those floater pokes just simply, oh yes, from behind the wall, just like floated past some kind of um, ghost gizmo, yeah, some kind of ghost powered gizmo that just like makes them be in sort of some kind of ghost mode for a few seconds, just like if you're a cloaker with ghost power who uses your ghost power on someone, either a cloaker or a creature. Oh yes, well that explains that. But now I'll continue explaining what I was going to explain. Well, I guess that was sort of relevant, but still, yes. Anyway, and then the other thing, but as I was explaining at the start, how you can have a negative number of units of a certain superpower is, well, if you have at least three units of the same superpower, then you can like apply double the amount of units that you have, and then yes, you will be at a negative number of units. And yes, well, as for ghost power, if you have this one unit of ghost power, you can just like parachute phase and downwards, and oh yes, if you have 2 units of ghost power, then you can like move left and right while you're parachute phasing down, and you can also just like parachute phase in midair, like without floating down. And then if you have 3 units of ghost power, then as well as that, you can also like float up while you're parachute phasing, like for a certain amount at least. Oh, and you can be staying still. Oh, it can be phasing in the air, staying still for a few more seconds longer than if you had 2 units of ghost power. Oh yes, and if you have 4 units of ghost power, then well, you can basically just like be a ghost. You can just like float in any direction, and yeah. However, if you have negative 4 units of ghost power, then you're like trapped as a ghost. And I'm not too sure, not too certain, but I think if you have negative 1 units of ghost power, then like you are then trapped like parachute phasing downwards. Yeah. And I wonder what happens if you have a negative number of units of paper power or slinky power, for example. I think I've only seen it happen with ghost power, so I'm not really sure what would happen. Well, there were 8 of those bubble haunts, and there were 10 people that they impersonated. It's just that 2 of them impersonated someone twice, like 2 of them impersonated 2 people each. It's sort of like in a relay race when one team has less people in it, like that. Some people in that team have to run twice to make it fair. Ah yes, that's actually quite a simple concept, really. But yeah, the FWMG did quite a good job at pretending to be a Cloco with positive 1 unit of ghost power, when in reality he has negative 4 units of ghost power. Yes. I can't be bothered explaining too much, so I won't explain the whole process of how this cave, how this once clear cave became infested with cursed spikes, but well, the FWMG had 4 units of ghost power, and well, he did some platforming parkour to get to the end of the cave, and then when he was in the right spot, he did this some kind of ritual where he applied 8 units of ghost power to neutralize it a fair bit, so it wouldn't spread across like a whole tenth of the continent or anything. Yes, and well, he could have like and sure, some people might say that he could have just applied 6 and then being at -2, but then if it was at -2, then it would have been even worse off, because it would have been just like you know floating downwards and stuff. Yeah, something pretty strange is that people were like, well, look on the bright side of him being a ghost. There are things he could sort of do that he couldn't really do before, and oh, and now he can be the Messiah and stuff, aka the FWMG. Oh yes, which we all call him. But what? But yeah, those people don't really know what they're saying, because actually he could already do that, be a ghost and stuff, but just like when he had positive 4 units of ghost power, like he could still do that and then just switch back out of ghost mode, like at the metaphorical click of a finger, any time, you know? Stop everything. Ish, get the katana. Very good. Lol, technically I'm the one controlling the paper plane, but okay. And we have arrived at this little bit here, and oh yes, here's this checkpoint. I'll put my cloakroom. Oh yes, I'll deposit my cloakroom, my spare cloakroom, to free up space in my inventory. And I will activate the checkpoint for myself as well. And see that over there to the right? Oh yeah, there's that sort of solid block of slime with gems in it. Ah yes, that's an interesting thing in Salina. Interesting. Ah yes, tourists, people who enter Salina, they find that thing fascinating. Yeah, finding gems inside slime. And yes, well, Ishii will need to use his ghost powder parachute phase down here to do some kind of, oh yes, to pull some lever, however it's pronounced. Oh yeah, either way. Oh yes, why did I randomly start saying lever? Oh yes, anyway, yeah, pull some kind of lever to make that green bit of slime well go through, oh yeah, sort of split in half and go through those, go through the tube. Oh yes, in case you're wondering, in Salina there can indeed be thin lines as walls. Ah yes, that's another fascinating thing. Oh yes, and yes, in the meantime, I will be doing that maze, that little puzzle up there, where I need to get the the key block and the, yeah, I need to get the key block and the lock block to get to each other for this bar, or yeah, for like the metal bars or something to disappear. Like the metal bars right where those three people were rescuing are. Yes. Oh yes, in case running. Oh yes, was this may be a surprise, but actually this may come as a surprise to you both, but I actually have slime power. Actually, perhaps that wasn't very surprising. Still, yes, I become some kind of slime, and some kind of shape-shifting slime. That's how I be able to get into those little gaps up there. Oh yes, and oh yes, and I won't. Oh yes, and it's like I won't need to worry about falling off like it's a platformer because, well, I have gravity power, so it's as if it's a top-down maze. Because I can use my gravity power against the wall while I'm doing my slime power. Oh yes, and also I think it got. Oh yes, I think it's like. Oh yes, in case you're wondering, those two blocks are able to shrink to like a quarter of their size, while we like. I think. Oh yes, if you while you're in contact with one of the blocks, as long as the block isn't up against a corner. Oh yes, I think someone sort of got the puzzle soft locked, but luckily I also have telekinesis, which can help solve that puzzle that got soft locked. And yes, that's about it for now. Yeah. Oh yeah, so the floor and ceiling had spikes, but couldn't you have just like walked across the wall the whole time? Well, I couldn't have because there are like gaps of like gravity force fields in this cave. Just like how I couldn't get that spare cloakroom myself because there was a telekinesis force field. Well, I now go down and, oh yeah, pull that lever so I can proceed. First time we meet, it's none other than me. I'm Spike the Cloco, not to be confused with Spike the Spideyos. Oh, hi Spike. Oh yeah, I just came to pull that lever. Oh yeah, for a thing. Ah, but I see where you must be mistaken, because, well, actually, the reason why I push the lever this way to make some kind of iron bar up here. Well, there is a reason why I did that. The reason why I trapped those three boys like that was for their own good. It was to protect them. You see, basically almost everywhere on the ground is spikes, and not just any spikes. They're like these special cursed spikes where even if you have spike power, you wouldn't be able to walk on those. It would still be quite dangerous and stuff. Oh, well, actually, now they have a thing. Oh, yeah, each of them got the token that lets them, like, share their power. You know, one of those, oh, yeah, and then if each of them are constantly, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, shooting oh, yeah, a magic sphere, oh, yeah, at each other of their power, then, oh, yeah, they'd be able to, like, like run across the spikes and then escape and stuff. Oh yeah. So now I could remove the. Oh yeah, pull the lever and remove that iron bar. Ah, but it is still quite dangerous if they need to constantly use the shooter sphere, a magic sphere at each other every few seconds. There's a high chance that one of them will still get spiked and lose their power or something. Not to mention some dangerous creatures inside the cave. I think it was Chelm who planned it all to have those three boys teleport into Salna, being in that spot, so they'd be there. And I was just the one who put the iron bar there to protect them. Well, you're right about the fact that it takes 1 unit of ghost power, 1 unit of slime power, and 1 unit of spike power to, oh yes, to climb, oh yes, to safely be able to walk on those spikes. And then it takes 2 units of each of those superpowers to be able to remove those spikes. Ah, yes, there was someone associated with Chelmanako, someone named, well, apparently we're not supposed to reveal his name yet. Oh yes, but he's called the FWMG. Oh yes, he made some sacrifice where he greatly reduced the amount of ghost units, and then, well, I got some mates with spike power to apply some units of spike power to neutralize it a bit, and there were also a couple of people with slime power who neutralized it a bit too. But yes, the FWMG was the one making the main sacrifice, who actually got to a negative number of units of ghost power. Though Chelm has probably already told you that. So yes, we now just need to apply 2 more units of ghost power, 2 more units of slime power, and 2 more units of spike power to make all the spikes disappear once and for all. Ah yes, all the spikes in this cave that was once clear. Oh yes, and this cave is in the middle of all these places. There's something. It's like its own little town, its own hamlet, sort of. Or I get the feeling Chelm might have already told you that. But well, yes, it's now a sort of thing. Oh yeah, the fact that it's in the middle of all these places and people often pass through the cave, but now it's infested with these cursed spikes and stuff. That's a big little inconvenience. I'm gonna say a big little inconvenience. Well, it's a pretty big inconvenience. I just need 2 more units of each of those 3 superpowers to remove this curse once and for all. Oh, and not to mention that I am sort of, well, actually, without the word sort of, I am trapped down here. Well, it's good that you finally arrived. I might need your power. And then, well, how about and then with the ghost power. Oh yes, because I have spike power and helium power. Oh yes, because helium is a pretty common power that a lot of people have. Oh yes, and I have room for at least 1 more power. Oh yeah, so then with ghost power and helium power, I can helium phase back up, and then, because I know Chelm's up there, so then I can, oh yeah, then I could take his power, or, well, actually, well, he's sort of a friend or something. Actually, I would swap powers with him. I'd then give him my healing power, and he give me his slime power. Then I'd have. Then, well, yes, I'd be able to walk on the spikes, and then, well, and then I would take the superpower from each of those three boys at the end of this cave, and then I would apply those 6 powers, and then neutralize and remove these spikes once and for all. And then, sure, Chelm and I would each lose a power, and then you and those 3 boys would all not have a power, but at least the cave will finally be, well, free of spikes, and then, well, those 3 boys could then get out into the world, and, you know, they'll find a superpower anyway, and they won't have to just be at the end of the cave, because, you know, at the end of the cave, just always aimlessly trying to jumping into the spikes and then spawning back at the end of the cave and being trapped there. So come to think of it, how did you get here? All because someone named Paige has paper powers, oh yes, which involves making like a paper plane. Oh yes, a paper aeroplane. Yeah. Oh yes, that's how we got there. Oh yes, that does make a lot of sense. Oh yes, with a paper plane, we'll be able to take back those 3. Oh yeah. I mean, I know it's with the magic, it's only able to hold 3 people at a time, but oh yeah, and then, well, I guess, oh yeah, like Paige would take 2 of the. Oh yeah, then Paige is the one who has a power. So, oh yeah, so she'll be the one riding paper plane. So she'll take 2 of them back, then go back and take the other one plus me, and then go back again and take you and Shelm back. Oh yeah, and then oh yeah, or before I'm taken back, I might have to work out something like, oh yeah, you're borrowing my power to, oh yeah, get up there to be taken back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but Helen and Lincoln are going to the trouble of like finding these 2 special creatures with ghost power of the applicable and obtainable variety, and Helen and Lincoln finally found those 2 creatures and did this part of this plan with us. Oh yeah, that they would then get those 2 creatures to enter here, and then oh yeah, then Shelm would oh yes, oh yeah, that's right. He'll get the 2 units of ghost power, 1 unit of ghost power from each of those 2 creatures, and then there'd be me and Jared. Oh yeah, I think that's the name of the guy out of those 3 new guys who has ghost power. Oh yeah, the one with ghost. Yeah, I think Jared, that's the one with ghost power. Oh yeah, because that's right. We're gonna then apply those 4 units of ghost power to revive the FWMG, so he's no longer trapped as a ghost, and then sure, he then won't have any powers, but at least he'll be like not trapped as a ghost. Oh, that's our plan. Yeah. Oh yeah, plus there is like the concept in Silent of being in two places at once. Um, so oh yeah, even while you are trapped here, you would be somewhere else as at the same time, wouldn't you? Ah, I see then. Those are some good points. Um, no pun intended, I guess. Oh yeah, but the spikes are pointy. Um, well, agree to disagree. Um, so if you do get past me and pull that lever, then let you be. I won't chase you down. I'll give you a oh yeah, my empty power slot. Um, and then I'll oh yes, and then I'll give you a oh actually oh wait, you already got an empty power slot, didn't you? Oh yes, power container. Oh yes, and then yeah, so then if you do get past me and pull that lever, then I will give you my helium power to float back up here. Then let you do your plan. Though, why should I be completely passive when I have this cool superpower that I might? Okay, 18 minutes left before we have to wrap up this episode because of reasons that I don't have time to explain. Uh, and that might seem like a long time, but it really is not. Gee whiz, man, couldn't you tell? I'd finished my dialogue and I was literally just about to start the battle. Why would Chalm go to all of the trouble of doing a semi-selfish favor to that annoying guy when we could just finish the job of neutralizing this haunted cave once and for all? Mamma mia! Ah, Bagus Sakali, very good. I don't know why, but for some reason, I randomly just started speaking Indonesian in an Italian accent. And now also I'm randomly referring to a fictional world named Earth. That's crazy when you think about it. Oh yeah, and then like I didn't even need that katana. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if I used the katana as like to deflect the spike casters, then the katana would probably break. Oh yeah, and then it made sense I didn't need to use the katana on you because oh yeah, because you said you would just oh yeah let me do my plan if I um jumped over you. So oh yeah, that's pretty good. That works out well. Ghost power, good indeed. Ah yes, here is your helium power. Now go up there, and I wish you good luck. Oh yeah, thank you. Ah, you need to use both helium and ghost powder at the exact same time. Oh yeah, true, just testing out the helium power on its own first. Ah yes, that makes a lot of sense. I like to do that kind of thing too. Oh yeah, well, see you around in town? Oh, why does the screen keep going blurry? I keep having to double tap it to unblur the screen. Oh yes, and there was a part in this episode, or like in this area, um, where the video was actually rotated left or right 90 degrees or something. Haha, I just realized. What a fool. I'm right here. I could just easily push the lever back the other way again. Well, not that easily. It would take a fair bit of muscular strength because it takes much less strength to pull it to the way it is facing now, but still, I could use some muscular strength and push the lever back. Just joking, I'm not actually. I trust because, oh yes, because I'm not here to do bad deeds. I'm here to do good deeds, and I trust that he will do good deeds too. FWMG here. Oh, the screen blurred. Why does it keep doing that? Ah, good. Oh yes, I'm gonna talk without jittering because I'm a ghost who has the power to do so. Actually, even Clocos without any ghost power can talk without jittering if they lock in. But yes, well, the creator decided he would actually end the episode here because, you know, he's going to. Oh yes, because of reasons. Oh yes, and then therefore when he does the next bit at the start of the next episode instead of at the end of this episode, well, he won't have to worry about the video, the episode getting to the maximum length of an hour and a half. Oh, yes. So I'll end the episode here and wonder if there's something else I was going to say. Oh, yeah.